Hey, what's going on, guys? Twintuitive717 here. I am back with another reading. It's been a minute. I will save it for the end of the video. Let's dive into this message for the Divine Feminine Collective. Okay, I am just going to get straight into the energy in terms of how your Divine Masculine feels for you at this time. And then I do have the Fairy deck as well. I'm going to get some tarot messages on what it is you're up to, because I do feel like you are busy, okay? You're busy at a time where your masculines are really focused on you. They may be distracted by the energy, the love for you, the feelings for you, but you're busy. You're like a busy bee. Many of you could be seeing bees, okay? We have wedding. The situation involves marriage. I don't know. I feel like this could go so many ways. Someone could be getting married and it's like they think that this could be a mistake because now all of a sudden feelings could be coming up for you that it's making them anxious. A lot of them could have this energy of wedding on their mind, being married to you, or wondering what that commitment would be like, would feel like, but they don't know how to take that, because I feel like whoever this masculine is, it's not something that they ever wanted for themselves. This is someone who could have been married once before and they told themselves like never again, but for some reason you're on their mind. I don't know, it's the seriousness of your character. I hate to be cheesy and say wifey because I hate that term, but I feel like a lot of you give off that very stable energy where someone is seriously contemplating commitment with you. Okay, so I don't know. I feel both messages in this one. Let's start with the first group of you who might be like, no, that's definitely my message here, because a lot of you could be dealing with seeing a lot of your Divine Masculines either get married or get engaged, and at this time you feel like a lot of anxious energy. And it's amplified because maybe a lot of you are dealing with like your own shock or your own sense of separation from them, but then you're also dealing with their anxiety as well. I feel like someone is getting cold feet, or they just downright know that this is not what they want to do on a soul level, but it's just something that they may have to do. Yeah, deception. Someone's wearing a false mask in the relationship. Okay, so some of you need to know that, okay? And my heart does go out to a lot of you who are dealing with that double-edged sword of not only your emotions around, I don't know, some kind of wedding, engagement, whatever it is. We all know like how it is on the journey, guys. Life happens. So yeah, my heart goes out to many of you who are dealing with this deception in your connection, because yeah, you feel your emotions and then you feel your counterpart's emotions as well. So many of them may feel like they know that they're doing something that they are deceiving themselves. Now, I will say for many of you, and let's get some tarot on this for this group, and we'll definitely do for those of you who have a Divine Masculine who is contemplating commitment, but I just want to get this message out of the way because I feel like with the deception card coming out, this could be significant. But what I do see is this is just part of your journey. Whatever marriage is happening here, and this could be reversed as well, Divine Feminine. I'm just being called to say, like, I felt a push on my shoulder, like, make sure you mention it's reversed. You could have just gotten married, Divine Feminine, or you could be about to get married, and it's like right when this happens, your Divine Masculine is reaching out. They're revealing that they have feelings for you, okay? But that is just the energy that I'm picking up on. It's like right when, sorry guys, right when, gosh, I feel like it's so silent in my home right now that I'm talking really loud. I don't know what it is. Anyways, but that's what I feel like for whatever the situation is that involves marriage. Someone feels or someone knows that they're making a mistake here. That's just what I'm picking up on, because we do have it pairing up with the deception card, okay? What feels deceptive about it? Let's get some tarot on it. For those of you who feel like, I don't know, it's like maybe you're about to make a mistake here. Okay, we have the Magician. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. Okay, so I feel like some of you I feel like the masculine's energy here, they're making this move based off of leadership. They feel like they have to do this, or whoever this is in the card with them, they feel like they have to make this decision. You see how she's looking over at him? He's looking straight ahead and she's just looking up at him. He's paying no mind to her. And look at the slight pursing of his lips there, and she's looking up at him. I really do feel like this was more of this person's decision to marry. And I feel like for a lot of your divine masculines, they had to take charge of their life in some way. It's like they felt the pressure. Even though this decision involved putting on a mask, I'm hearing the words like, will you just man up and take responsibility? So it could be like a father figure as well, or someone that they look up to. It could be like a friend of theirs who might be like, hey, listen, like it's time that you get married. You've been with this person for this long. This is naturally what ends up happening at this age, like all of these societal things. And I feel like with the Magician energy, many of your masculines feel like they had to take control of their life in some way or settle down. That's what I'm getting. It's like because you've been doing what you've been doing consistently for so long, this is the next natural step. That's why we have the pathway here in the card of the Magician. So I feel like with the number 1 there, someone thought that they were making a decision based off of what they were doing was right, like everybody's expectations of them. They've been in this relationship so long with this person. Even though they've had their ups and downs and things are toxic, you know what? Everyone's expecting something, right? Everyone's expecting marriage, including this person in the card with them. But I feel like the reason the Deception card is coming out is because now in the present moment, they're ready to tie the knot here, but all of this anxiousness and anxiety is coming up because I feel like they know that they're making the wrong move or the wrong decision here. It's causing a lot of inner turmoil or inner conflict. Someone knows that they're about to embark on a path that it may be difficult to move backwards when the time comes. So for some reason, when the time comes, I'm feeling like this is not a permanent thing. I see 2 people rushing into something, and over time, they're going to see the effects of rushing into whatever they've rushed into. Okay, life experience. So this needs to happen in order for life experience to occur, some kind of tower moment. And in both cards, if you guys notice here, we have a pathway. This one has stairs, and this one is just like a brick pathway here. The message is to let go of old belief systems that no longer work for you. So maybe they have to go through with this to realize that it's not okay to make major life decisions based off of what society expects of you and what everybody else wants for you. It's important to be authentic and maybe to carve out your own life path. And this is where your energy comes in at this time, Divine Feminine, because I feel like part of this life experience here, it does involve your presence challenging them to live authentically or to be authentic in some way. So someone is really uncomfortable right now over getting married, and I don't feel like I feel like it's a decision that they're making, but they do not feel good making this decision. They don't feel like their true selves, okay? And I feel like some of you need to know that that's where a lot of the anxiousness is coming from, and maybe a lot of you feel that too with your masculine, or it could be you, like, what have I done? What have I done? I have all of these big feelings for my Divine Masculine, or it could be you, Divine Feminine. I've got all of these feelings for my Divine Masculine. It's like, why would I be getting married at a time like this? Why is everything unfolding in this exact moment as all of these big feelings are welling up for somebody else? Okay, so let's get one more card on the outcome for you both. We have 4 of Pentacles here. Manage your resources wisely. Achieve a balance in how you spend and save. Helping out those who are less fortunate. Okay, so this could have a lot to do with providing stability for someone. Okay, this whole arrangement here is about independence. It's about ending codependency. That's why this lesson is coming up for your Divine Masculine, or it could be for you. Or both of you could have mirrored this lesson. Okay, you have to be self-sufficient and independent first before entering a relationship. Okay, no ifs, ands, or buts. It doesn't matter what society feeds your head with, and searching for a mate to take care of you and searching for, a part. You have to be self-sufficient on your own first in order to experience harmony. So I do feel like learning how to manage resources wisely and learning and understanding the value of earning pentacles and experiencing true stability, what it feels like to have someone depend on you financially, the strains of that and the struggles around that, maybe making money, maybe learning to balance like your wants and desires and like what living within your own means versus what it means to have ambition and go after your goals. So these are the types of lessons that many of your divine masculines could be involved with here, and that's probably why they're having to go through this karmic marriage, and your presence comes strolling through the door at the exact same time. Okay, your presence there, divine feminine, is to really shed light and give them perspective on exactly, like why it is they're doing what they're doing. A lot of big feelings and emotions for you, and it's gonna end up highlighting a lot of details around why it is they stay in that relationship. And I do feel like it has a lot to do with, stability, finances. You've been with this person for so long. You've been in a particular type of relationship with them. I also see someone not working for so long that they don't know what it's like to not work. And many of your divine masculines now have the responsibility of taking care of someone who, they've built up bad habits with, and they've made someone innate, when you enable someone so much to the point where it's like they don't know how to function on their own. I feel like a lot of your divine masculines are dealing with that type of karma, with the deception, marriage, stability issues, resources, pentacles. Because with the 4, I feel like a house. I feel someone is trapped. And I feel like it could be like both of them in this marriage. Someone feels trapped, but it's part of the life experience. It's part of the magician energy, which goes right back around to taking control of your life. Okay, so I don't know who that was for, but let's go ahead and dive into the second part of the message. So I'm going to take the wedding card out of here and just kind of put these cards to to the side. And what I'm going to do is draw cards now around the energy of like the situation involves marriage, which is a divine masculine here who they never thought about marriage. Okay, and again, like I said, he could have been married once before. I don't know, maybe for some of you twice before. I don't know, maybe never married at all. But I feel like they've always convinced themselves that that's not the path that they want to take. Okay, but I'm getting wish fulfillment with whoever you are. Okay, so before I draw any more cards, I am going to get some oracle messages around like what's happening ever since they met you, and why is the wedding card coming up? What's changing? Okay, so their self-worth and expectations. I'm hearing that you're making someone see themselves as worthy of being a partner or being like a husband to you. Okay, I don't know why that's coming up, divine feminine, but I do feel like we have a divine masculine here who they're wondering what it would be like. And I know that that is weird or cheesy to say, but these are like things that are happening on an intuitive level. They would never admit this to anybody. This is something that crosses their mind in an intimate way. And the cards are just revealing it for you to find out. They're human just like us. And I feel like it does cross their mind in terms of like what it would be like to experience this with you. And like I said, the reason this is unusual in this reading is because you're dealing with someone who, with self-worth and expectations here coming up, I'm getting the energy of someone who already carved out life in the way that they want it, and they're a lone wolf, or, the soldier kind of type of energy where they're really closed off, military style, like maybe they were in the military, loads of very harsh life experiences, and they don't have room for this kind of stuff. Okay, never have. But then they come across you. Some of you could have met online, by the way. I don't know why I'm being called to say that. Maybe because it's just like your energy, okay? But maybe not for all of you, but you're definitely getting somebody to shape up And I want to say dream bigger for themselves. Like, dream bigger. You deserve bigger. You deserve love. So this is a divine masculine energy who, for all of their life, they've been really closed off, and they never expected that they were worthy of like true companionship. And the reason I'm saying it that way is because that's how I feel like it's coming off in their mind. They never believed or felt like true companionship was real. This could be based off of maybe childhood experiences. It could be based off of, that's too many, I'm just going to put them back. It could be based off of childhood experiences, just past relationships, never either allowing themselves to fully connect with other people on an intimate level, or it would only be for, intimacy or connecting for sex, for example, and that was it. But I feel like something like broke open within them, and that's why they see this situation as very significant to them. This could be why they can't let this go, or this could be like a really strong, stoic type of closed off divine masculine who knows at some point they're going to have to stop being so mysterious and closed off and wanting things in a specific way. They're going to have to, I guess, open up their heart space a little bit. Self-love, creation, intentions. Maybe they're going to have to state their intentions here, because I feel like whoever he is, he's coming off as, I want you, but I'm afraid to let you in, or I want you, but I'm so terribly afraid of being hurt that I'm just going to keep you at a distance. And the reason they feel that is because they've never had to question their self-worth before, or whether or not they were worthy of a relationship with you. And the reason I'm feeling that is because they've convinced themselves that, like, I'm going to be alone. I'm going to be like this kind of bachelor, lone wolf type of energy the rest of my life. Focus on my goals, my dreams, my passions, making money. And just, I keep getting this strong feeling of just being on their own. So I do feel like he could have been married before, and he swore off that type of commitment. Like, I'm going to just run through women. Like, I don't even care, and I don't have time for this type of commitment ever again in my life. But then there you are, divine feminine, asking someone to love themselves again. Maybe release their past, because as you release your past, you learn to let more love in. So I feel like that could be part of this healing that you have started in this person, this healing process that you started. Yeah, rejection, loss, fragmented in this past relationship. Maybe they had their self-worth questioned a lot. They felt a lot of rejection. Maybe they could feel a lot of rejection with you, which is why I feel like it's hard for them to let you in. It's like, as much as they want to let you in, they push you away. But when they do push you away, they long for you. They long for your tenderness. They know that maybe there's something different about you. Because I feel like this person is used to shutting themselves off, but it all has to do with self-love. If you don't feel like you're worthy of this true love, then each time it tries to find you, it's like you're going to grind it into the ground. So you're definitely dealing with a masculine here who's dealt with a lot of hurt and pain in the past, maybe from like a previous marriage, but they can't deny that you're really opening up their heart space, or maybe helping them heal from this rejection in some kind of way. They don't want to be guarded anymore. Okay, this could be someone who, like, they don't want to be vulnerable again when it comes to that energy of marriage, but they can't help but feel that way around you. They can't help but have that guard down. Usually the guard is up, right? Just able to connect at a certain level, and then they would drop that relationship or drop that connection like it didn't exist. But for some reason with you, I mean, this person can't. They're falling in love with you. Okay, this is somebody, again, who swore off any type of commitments in the future. They just want to have fun, and then they meet you, and all of a sudden they start experiencing these feelings again of wanting, right back at square one, this type of commitment energy, which is stability, harmony, flow. Maybe you represent these energies as well, divine feminine. They weren't expecting to come across someone who was stable. You could be well established. You could be an earth sign, because I know earth signs are very grounding. Your energy is very stable. You could be a fixed sign as well. And there's something about you that's very grounding, very trusting, You're getting them to drop this guard. Whatever it is, they want to be vulnerable with you. I'm hearing I'm not going to hurt you. So, I don't know. I feel like your energy, you're confident, right? That's why she's in a handstand here. You kind of go with the flow, and maybe you could be challenging this divine masculine to come and get it, because they will experience harmony and stability and flow with you. But I don't know, her confidence is giving off like you have to challenge yourself. I'm absolutely not going to try to convince you of true love. You have to take that risk, and maybe that's why you've entered into their life or their space. All right, guys, so that's what I have for this quick check-in. It was like 2 readings in one. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I will be back to regular videos, and won't be taking such long breaks in between once the summer's over. But while my kiddo's off, I gotta soak up these moments with him and enjoy the sunshine. Enjoy the weather as it changes. So I hope you guys understand, and I'll definitely be in touch in the shorts. And if you guys want to get in touch with me, don't be afraid to hit me up over at Hipsy. I'm offering the one-to-one sessions, and I do also have the recorded readings as well. They're at a special price for the rest of July, but if you guys do prefer to talk one-on-one, I totally understand. I've been enjoying those sessions as well. I love you guys. Take it easy, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, okay? All right, take care, guys. Bye.